Hour one of the RP Show brought to you by Culligan Regina. Drink clean, live green, filter your water for a healthier tomorrow. Culligan Water of Regina. Visit them at culliganregina.com. Sportsnet's Arash Madani, good enough to join us. It looks like he made it back from Detroit alive. How you doing, my dude? Happy New Year.
To you too, my man. Made it out of Detroit alive. Better than I can say for the mighty Minnesota Vikings.
Are you glad you went in retrospect or not, given the egg they laid that night at Ford Field?
I had to go. Lifelong fan, 14 wins, everything on the line. Come on, like if we're not going to go to games like this, what's the point of fandom,
Yeah. How you feeling about Monday night at the Rams?
Roddy, honestly, I have no idea. I really don't. How are we going to deal with their front? How is the mighty Minnesota secondary going to deal with Puka Nacua? I don't know. Did Detroit draw up a blueprint on how to slow down Sam Darnold by not giving him a lot of time in the pocket and just continuing to hit him and hit him and hit him? To me, there are two really intriguing games this weekend. One is that one in L.A., and the other one is Green Bay and Philadelphia. And
the Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, look, Jordan Love, okay, the groin's an issue. That's going to hurt every time he tries to throw it. It looks like Watson's out for the year. That takes away his home run hitter. Can Green Bay really play cover 2 against Philly? Because that just opens up so many options for Saquon. Those are the two that I really kind of have highlighted because and of course Baltimore, Pittsburgh, because AFC North third time through should be great.
Did you ever think there was a chance that Saquon Barkley would play last weekend and go after the Eric Dickerson record? I did not, and was not surprised when Nick Sirianni came out, I think, on Wednesday to say they were going to sit him down. Even some football people thought that he was going to play. There was no way.
Yeah, there was no way. And also, I don't know where you stand on this, Rod. I just don't know about records anymore. Dickerson did it in 16 games. Saquon and company now have 17. They're about to expand to an 18-game season before we know it. What does that then mean for records, and especially single-season records? Is it really the same? To me, the 16-game mark is where it kind of cuts off, and Saquon wasn't there anyway.
Yep, great point. By the way, back to that. Yeah, no, I never thought of it that way, but that's just another reason for him not to play. I think records are cool, as you know, though. But that Rams team, your Vikes are going up against Monday night. They are not, even just 3 or 4 years ago, they won the Super Bowl. I feel like there's no almost remnants of that team. They're not the same team.
Well, you think about that game itself. The player that lit up Cincinnati in the first half, Odell Beckham Jr., is long gone. The defensive player that won it for them on the last play of the game, Aaron Donald, has retired. It's amazing how quickly things change in pro sports and pro football, especially. Win when you can, because you just never know when it's going to happen. Look, Sean McVay's offensive coordinator that day is Kevin O'Connell. Now he's the head coach in Minnesota. He's going up against him this week. So a lot can change, and a lot can change in a hurry.
Bill Belichick's coaching at North Carolina, and he's being joined by Chris Jones. If there was ever a thumbnail for how crazy this game has gotten, man, it's right there.
Look, if that doesn't sum up football, what does? Right? Right around the same time the Rams were winning the Super Bowl, Chris Jones accepted a high school job in his hometown. And he said, that's it. I'm done with the pros. I'm finished. The next thing you know, he's the head coach and GM. The next thing you know, he's working for free in Hamilton. Everybody expected him back with the Tiger Cats, but that didn't happen only because Ryan Dinwiddie and Brent Monson couldn't get to the finish line on a contract, and now suddenly Jones is working for Bill Belichick. Wild. By the way, great scoop. Nice job.
How about that?
I appreciate that, man. And last night I was driving home from South Beach. I'm on I-95 at a traffic. My phone's going crazy. I'm like, what? Guys, I got a scoop for you. You're not going to believe this. I'm like, oh, my God. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. By the way, on the college game, what's your interest level in the semifinals Thursday, Friday? Pretty high, I'm sure.
It honestly, Roddy, I was thinking about this just last night. It isn't. Like, I'm the guy who, loves college football, loves college basketball. I'm the guy who actually holds an annual New Year's Day get-together with a bunch of fellas in a get-together in a private room and blah, blah, blah. Every national championship Monday night, get-together with a group of guys. I don't know if it's the expanded playoff. I don't know if it's that the games have really just lacked across the board other than Arizona State, Texas. I don't know if it's just too spread out and too long, lost in the shuffle with the NFL and the NFL playoffs. I mean, I'll have it on tonight, but I'm not like excited about it. I'm not looking forward to it. Like, it's weird.
Well, if you didn't have a connection, and really for me, Sarkisian, I call his games, right? So I'm going to cheer for the Longhorns. God knows how long he's going to be in Austin for. Here's one for you, though.
Yeah.
AJ Jakubek's coming down here for the Orange Bowl.
Is he really?
Called me. He's like, do you have any interest in going to the Orange Bowl? I'm like, how about no? Especially not at $300 US minimum per ticket. What'd you pay in Detroit, if you don't mind me asking, for the biggest regular season game in NFL history?
I was fortunate. I was able to get in for face value, although face value at Ford Field is even north of that. I'll tell you this, Rod, I bet you'll be able to get into the Orange Bowl about an hour before for $50. I think there's going to be thousands of good tickets still available.
Probably. But I just said to AJ, you have fun. I'm not going. You could be doing some pretty cool stuff around here every night, as you know. Hey, the Leafs have won 5 in a row.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that?
You know, honestly, Rod, my sense on the state of the Leafs living in Toronto is kind of, okay, like, wake me up when the playoffs roll around. Like, be healthy, get through it, figure out whatever it is that's going on with this Austin Matthews thing. And then in April, let's see where, let's roll the pucks out and let's go. I mean, I was saying this to somebody the other day. I think there's just as good a chance that the Leafs are playing in Game 6 of the conference final as there is Toronto getting eliminated in the first round again. I mean, it's such an unknown. Are they going to be healthy? Are they going to have the goaltending? What's the matchup going to be? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That, at this point, early, mid-January is just like, okay, sure, fine. Let's see what they're at in the spring. I think that's kind of the sentiment right now.
Well, Leaf fans, would you agree? I see it from the outside. I've never lived there. Are all over the place. So there's a lot of people that are like you. Show me, right? Come playoff time. And there are others that just get frothing at the mouth. 5-game win streak, that's pretty cool. Like, they're literally all over the place in that town, in Leafs Nation.
Well, sure, the range is wild. There's no doubt. But at some point, they have to do something in the postseason. And so, look, it's hard to know what's going on with Matthews. It's twice now he's left with an injury that appears to be the same, if not similar. He's already gone to Germany to get treatment on it. He's back. For how long? That's part of the question. He's the engine of this thing. And the other part is the goaltending. Like, they just don't have a quote-unquote number one goaltender. They just don't. And will that be good enough in the playoffs? We'll see. I mean, that's really it. Everybody likes to point at the flaws on teams. And when I was doing baseball, everybody would always say, the Jays like this, Jays like that. Sure. But guess what? Every other team has flaws too. Like we started talking about the NFL. KC started the year 15-1. This might be the most flawed Kansas City team in the Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones era. But you just got to find a way to win. And those guys have, and the Leafs have to find a way to do it.
As you know, it's so freaking delicate. The right mix, right chemistry, getting hot at the right time. Fans just think if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
and like
man. Any
football
last thoughts?
football comes down to 5 plays, and hockey can come down to a couple of bounces and a rebound and a ricochet and a deflection and all those kinds of things.
A call.
A call. I'll say this, Rod. If not for the Zay Flowers injury, I would tell you the best team going into the tournament is Baltimore. I think they're really going to miss Flowers. He's their most explosive, threat. But Derrick Henry, over 2,000 all-purpose yards this season. This is why they signed him. The other is, where's the CFL schedule? I was looking it up. It was like December 13th, 2 years ago, December 13th. The 2023 schedule came out. And now here we are, the second week of January, and it's nowhere to be seen. The beginning of new beginnings.
If you can't say anything, I'm like, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything. That doesn't work real well in the sports media business, but I just not talking about it. All right. Happy New Year, man. I hope we can do it soon. Good luck with the Vikes.
All right, bud. Talk to you soon.
All right. Sportsnet's national reporter, Arash Madani. Coming right back with a sports update after this. And viewer takeover. We're live on Game Plus TV. Streaming live and podcast wherever the best podcasts are found.